Hi teacher, my name is Charlie Hurtado and today we're going to talk about online learning. Online learning is the education that takes place over the internet. It's also a type of distance learning that is not carried out in the traditional mode, which means that it's not taught in a classroom.
Okay, the type of distance learning are first we have correspondent course are typically asynchronously course where students are provided with materials to learn at their own pace with limited interaction between them and the instructor. So these courses are conducted through regular mail, and then we also have telecourses. This distance learning is a course of study conducted or delivered over radio or television broadcast. Another type is online learning, and it is when you take courses online is instead of in a physical classroom, and they are synchronously and asynchronously. And finally, we have the mobile learning is learning across multiple contexts through social and content interaction using personal electronic devices. So, learning use mobile devices, educational technology at their convenient time.
How does it work? In the past, teachers or tutors created their own virtual classroom, but this technique didn't work and left poor result. Nowadays, specialized software are used to facilitate interaction and communication between teachers and students. These softwares include schedule for posting and viewing deadline or events, announcement for publishing current information to all students, modules for publishing tools, courses, and content that complements learning, communication between teachers and students. Also, here you can give personal feedbacks. These softwares also can include chats where the student can communicate in real time and administration of exam where the teacher can authorize quizzes, tests, and other tools.
So the advantages of online learning is that this type of teaching are very convenient for students in science. It can be adapted to a complicated schedule and can be accessed on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And also the interaction between students and teacher and students with the students have been growing as an student-centered educational environment is created. And it's an innovative teaching, thanks to the fact that takes into account the different type of learning and seeks that the activities to be carried out can be varied, valuing that diversity of talents in the students. And also the students level are level when it comes to participating because this type of learning creates security in the shy students and also give them time to analyze question before participating. So and finally the time management allows the teacher to better examine his students' works and give them feedback. And could and this help them to improve the way that they present their activities. And this is the I think that the most important in all these advantages is the fact that online learning things take into account the different type of learning because it's important that we know the different type of learning that exists and the different type of learning that will be finding in a classroom, and in this case it's in an online classroom. So that's only five advantages.
7 principles of good teaching. First, Encourage student-faculty contact. In the case of online education through forums and private message, teachers can follow the student and be sure that they are learning. Encourage student cooperation because groups and collaborative works generate community learning and enhances the skills of all participants. Encourage active learning. You can take advantage of all the information on the web to obtain a complete learning by using the appropriate pages. Feedback. In the case of an exam, a student can see the correct answers and gain more knowledge. Emphasis time on tasks and also create a hierarchy of activities, for example, from the easiest topics to the most difficult, so the students will understand all the topics and obtain all the learning. Communicate high expectations. Communicate the objectives that are proposed to be achieved. In this way, the student will have an idea about what they're going to learn. Way of learning. Take into account the different way of learning and create a variety of activities that allow the student to learn effectively depending on their style.
So the main pedagogy of this type of learning is constructionist, where the learning is particularly effective when constructing something for others to experience. For example, you may read a page several times and still forget it, but if you explain this idea to others, you will gain a deeper understanding. This pedagogy is important in this type of learning because you must be able to learn at your own with an instructor, but not with someone who will be there all the time. You need to be able to learn on your own, and you can do it better if you do it explaining others. Because now or in this type of learning, the student is the center of the learning and the students must be active. So you need to be able to learn at your own because here the structure is just that, an instructor who give you the tools to learn, the material to learn, but you need to be able to be responsible with that learning that you need to receive and that you are looking for.
Teacher. The teacher is a guide for students. Always seek to adapt knowledge to the need of the student depending on the context in which they live, and also implement different strategies and methodologies in search of good results. And the main objective is that their students develop all possible skills. Okay, that's all. Thank you.